Welcome back, viewers, and welcome back, James Salch, to the boardroom. Great to see you as always. How's it going?
Hey Dave, great to see you again. It was only I feel like a week or two ago that I saw you at InfoComm, but it's already been a while.
Are you fully recovered? I feel like I still need a little sleep.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's a long way to get there from the West Coast where I am, but it's always worth it. So yeah, InfoComm was great. I think I'm recovered. We had a really busy show, so it was really good.
Well, before we get into what we saw at the booth, and by the way, viewers, this is in case you didn't make it to the booth. There was a lot of great stuff at the AVer booth. We want to kind of catch you up. But before, let's talk about the show. There was a fortune teller at the AVer booth. I asked her about the future, and she said it's going to be an amazing year for Let's Do Video and for AVer. So that's good to know. But aside from the fortune teller, what did you think about the show? What did you think about the show this year?
You know what? I was pleasantly surprised because you never exactly know what to expect. Sometimes when it goes back and forth between Florida and Vegas this year in particular, I heard there may have been some less of a turnout than in previous InfoComs, but I thought it was really busy. I thought it was really exciting. We were always busy in our booth. And yes, we always like to have fun. We have a theme every year. This was more about magic, so reveal the magic of collaboration. And we had a fortune teller. We had probably the coolest giveaway. If you didn't get one, we had a Magic 8 Ball from AVer. If you didn't get a chance to meet the fortune teller, you can maybe do it yourself. But yeah, we were super busy and really, really pleased with this year's InfoComm.
Yeah, I heard what you said about overall attendance, but I also heard that the ratio of end users was higher than was a record. So if it seemed like there was a lot of end users at the booths, it's because there were, and that was nice. We've been since the pandemic, it's just been this ongoing fear: will the end users ever come back to the shows? And they were there.
Yeah, it was great to see them, of course, and our partners. But yeah, the end users are, especially a lot of our customers, they come up to us. This is a great opportunity for them because, and for us, they can ask us about what's coming up. It's new. If there's any issues they're having, we actually have our field applications engineers that were there as well. So it was great to show them our latest and greatest and talk them through any of the other issues they're looking at with with our cameras. So love talking to our customers.
Yeah. Now, speaking of the latest and greatest, we have the famous AVer wall of cameras. We see at every show, and every show gets a little bit bigger. But as I walked around the booth, I saw some new stuff. I saw a new medical camera, new broadcast camera. What in particular do you want to share with those who didn't make it to the booth that they need to know? They need to not have missed.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you. You're one of the few that got a clear shot of that camera wall because I'm going to tell you, as soon as the show started, it was packed all the time. So we put a lot of effort in putting in our latest and greatest cameras in there and giving people a sense of the whole lineup that you can do with AVer. So whether it's video conferencing and different types of conference rooms, peripherals, audio, and of course up to our Pro AV lineup and even now our medical lineup, trying to put everything in there. We actually had a lot of interest in our document cameras. We have one document camera there with us, and that was our newest wireless document camera. We tend to have folks that are always looking for something a little bit different. We did talk a lot about our newer products. You won't see it on the wall behind you, but we did launch the TR615, which is a broadcast camera. That is going to be coming out this summer. So we'll be shipping that out in August 2025. And that's super exciting for us because that gets us into the broadcast space. We also announced our bring your own meeting experience devices. Those are bundles called the Hub 30 or the Hub 35. These are connectivity kits, help you switch devices and connect content. So think of it as the Swiss Army knife of the conference room. You can come in there with your laptop, a USB-C cable, you plug in, all of a sudden you can control all the devices that are in the room that are connected to that connectivity kit, that switcher. So we have a lot of interest in that. And then we can kind of pair that as well. We were using our new CP10 G2 controller with that. We also had the VB370A all-in-one video bar with Android there. A lot of interest in those products. And of course, we had our medical grade camera on the other side of the booth. That was on our medical cart from our good friends at Howard Medical. So they loaned us the cart for the show. Makes it look so much better because that's the camera in its natural environment, kind of attached to a medical cart that you'd find in a hospital room. And the MD330U, not our newest camera, but obviously one that's very popular, has the detachable head. People were loving that one. Also, a lot of interest in our newest medical camera, the MD720 UIS, which has got compute inside, all the enhanced AI features you'd expect from a camera with the edge computing power inside too. So ton of interest around all of our different product lines from K-12, video conferencing, Pro AV, which now includes broadcast, and of course now the medical too. So super busy, lots of great products that we can show up for everybody during the week.
You know, and that's my one big takeaway walking around the booth. There's a lot of booths, there's a lot of vendors, there's a lot of products, but everyone's talking about video everywhere, using video for medical, you guys are making specialized cameras for all these uses. We're not just saying, okay, put a camera in this room, put a camera in that room. You're making specialized cameras for all these particular use cases that we just keep talking about. And I think that that's something that makes AVer stand out, at least when I was walking on the show floor.
Yeah, thank you, Dave. Yeah, I think that I agree with you. I think that the medical cameras are actually certified medical grade. So they go through a process, they review. It's an international board with the IEC. So we have that done with our medical cameras. Of course, we've released the broadcast camera at the show, the TR615. That has a number of different features and compatibility that makes it broadcast quality. So yeah, we're going above and beyond, I think, to kind of make sure that we deliver what people need in their specific use cases.
Yep, and the control technology, the control devices, the switchers. It may sound like geeky technical stuff, but if you're there at the booth and you saw the demo, you get it. It really is cool and really will improve the in-room experience.
Yeah, and again, we're always going to be a camera company first and foremost, but listening to our customers, listening to our partners, they want these types of other devices that help with the collaboration experience. So that could be a switcher. Again, our matrix tracking box is super popular. People are asking about that a lot at the show as well. So we'll continue to try and enhance our video experience with all these other different types of accessories.
All right. Well, it was great to see everyone, the whole AVer team at the show. Anything else for our viewers in case they missed the booth?
Yeah, absolutely, Dave. Just go to our website, AVerUSA.com. You'll get to see more of the product updates that are there. And we'd be happy to set up demos for you if you didn't get a chance to obviously see us at the show.
All right. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for being here, James. And thanks everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe.